Man, I'm so sick and tired of any time that I use an LLM that practically what happens is that it ends up sounding like a robot wrote it, which is kind of the problem, right? If I'm gonna write something out, I want it to sound like a human wrote it, not an LLM. As you can see on your screen right here, there's actually a situation where I asked for it to write out an email for a colleague, basically requesting to have a video done by end of day. And there's a lot of problems with it. It's asking for things like additional information, resources, assistance. I don't know who says anything like that. It was just written with ChatGPT 4.0 with no AI agent. There's nothing in there that's different. It's simply just something that started out with an AI. And it was really frustrating to see that, as I thought AI would be better than that. And at this point, what we have in my life is an improvement to this. I've actually managed to create an improvement using our own AI agents here at TextCortex. And no more of this weird verbiage that only AI uses. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but AI has its own specific way of talking that humans just do not sound like. Who says cooperation in 2025 in a workplace? I don't know where AI gets this. I don't know what makes it train on models to sound like this. It's got to be some guy in corporate. But what we can do to make this better is we can take this and utilize a persona. Actually, the new name for them we have is agents called Person Pete. And it's using Person Pete to go along with a knowledge base I have called anti-AI writing. And you'll see right here that it's going to create the ultimate change and improvement to this email. So I'm just asking to do it again, so it's not improving upon it. We'll show that in a second. But here, what we have is a request for Sam to record a video. Oh my goodness, look, it's actually using real solid terminology. Could you record that quick demo video we talked about yesterday? I'd like to have it done by 5 p.m. today so I can include it in tomorrow's presentation. Now, granted, is there some extra hallucination here because I'm forcing it to just write a better sounding email and I didn't give it much context? Yes. However, there is not that weird AI jargoniness to it. It has a real structure and format that I'd expect out of a casual email that I'd send to someone like Sam. But it was weird because it said Sam and then Mark. So I want you to ignore that and just focus on the difference in the type of phraseology it used. And what we can do is we can utilize a template that I've made called anti-AI, essentially, where it's like a human writing improvement. So I'm going to just pull this up real quick. 1 sec. I got to find the template. As you can see, AI to human writing, word choice improvement. What we're going to do is literally copy this and make sure it's on Claude because that does sound a little bit better than ChatGPT. And we're going to paste this in there and then just press the send button. And that email that I originally put together is going to sound so much better. Hope you're doing all right today. I need your help recording that video for project name before the day is over. We've got to stick to our schedule. That sounds really natural. And then on top of that, there's a little part here at the bottom that says, let me know if you need anything to get it done. I'm around to help. All of this, you look at it and it's like, wow, this sounds like a person actually wrote it. It's weird. Just upload it to platform, maybe Google Drive or something when you're finished, or shoot it my way directly. Really appreciate the quick turnaround on this. That's normal. That's human. Now you're probably asking, how the heck did I get it to sound like that? Well, some of us in the AI space have learned that it's all about knowledge and it's all about agents. If we go to the knowledge section over here, you'll see that I'm going to look for the anti-AI writing. And this is a thing that I made a couple weeks ago where essentially, as you can see, there's a bunch of PDFs. There's things like blacklists and grammar analysis and pattern recognition. And what I did was I did some deep research using ChatGPT as well as the new Gemini deep research, and I had it look up the writing patterns, the grammar, and the specific words. This is the key thing. The specific words that are used for the weirdness that is AI, sales writing, and some other different unnatural sounding terminologies like catchphrases or like corporate sounding catchphrases. I did sales, corporate sounding catchphrases, and then just AI in general. And then I did a grammar and just writing analysis of AI. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take all of this context and remove all these words like revealing and whatnot from the writing itself. Now, the only way to do that is really by creating a persona. And that persona, which is now actually called an agent inside of TextCortex, is going to essentially be able to take all of this great knowledge and utilize it to the best of its ability. As you saw when I clicked on it in the grabbing which agent I want to use earlier, it is default set to utilize this knowledge base, which has all this grammatical patterns and different things. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the left-hand side to agent profiles. So I'm going to use person Pete. And as you can see, there is a huge background that is written out. What I did was I used this create with AI option over here. And essentially all that I'm doing is I'm utilizing that knowledge base. I'm going into TextCortex. I'm utilizing the knowledge base that I added from all those PDFs. And I'm just asking without a persona to TextCortex, how would you answer said question? So for example, the first question is, what is the goal of the person? So I'm going to put, based on the knowledge base above, please write an answer to the following question below to create the ultimate agent for human styled writing called person Pete. And then from there, I'm gonna just paste out the question. So with create with AI, there's a prompt sequence of questions that you can essentially pipe through here, and it's gonna reference the knowledge base and then make it so easy for you to have that background written out. It's essentially the following steps for any agent. Get the information, add the PDFs or whatever different documents you want to use, and then from there, create the background by having it answer the questions. And then last but not least, as you can see, I put that knowledge base with the writing in there, and I have the ability here to also add always and never rules. You'll see there's a bunch of great always and never rules for how it should actually write. For example, use contractions liberally was something that was really important for always. Vary the sentence structure, that's very human. Replace the generic buzzwords with more specific language. Cross-reference the terms and phrases blacklist in your knowledge base so that you make sure you don't use the blacklist terms, addressing the reader directly with personal pronouns. All of these are just human things. So from the research, it was able to give me always and never rules so that it makes sure that this is an agent that actually sounds like a person and not just a robot. And then on the never side, same thing goes. You know, we got a bunch of different things that we'll show there. For example, never, add PS, never add an extra comment that doesn't add anything. And some of these are essentially added on after I get that original prompt question sequence added to it. But for me, a lot of it is actually what was given in there. And then after that, as I kind of see how it does, I end up adding to that always or never list. So now I can literally rant into the microphone feature here, and I can get a nice sounding email out just like that. It's so simple, so effective. I never have to deal with any of the nonsense anymore. So I just want to say, if you guys are interested in utilizing these different personas that are now agents, we're going to be enhancing them more and more. And this is just a great use case to show at the end of the day, you can sound human using AI. It's up to you. Just put in the work, do the research, add that documentation, and then from there, your AI will be sounding just like you any minute. Just like you'll be improving your AI any minute capabilities if you check out this video on how to improve your skills using TextCortex even more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.